Hi, warriors. So glad you're here. Okay, we're going to be reading the Book of Mormon, Another Testament of Jesus Christ, Mosiah chapter 14. And this is where we're at here. Let's get started. Isaiah speaks messianically. The Messiah's humiliation and sufferings are set forth. Humiliation and sufferings are set forth. He makes his soul an offering for sin and makes intercession for transgressors. Compare Isaiah 53, about 148 BC. Okay. Yea, even doth not Isaiah say, who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquities of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no evil, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, and he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. He shall see the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied by his knowledge. And shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bore the sins of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Okay, so here, even though the Lord's name was mentioned this many times, the whole thing is talking about the Lord and his sacrifice. So that's interesting. Because, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we probably need to highlight the whole chapter, but at the same time, I don't have that much highlighting in this in this little pen. In this little highlighting pen. So, because it says anytime it says him, and it's like we were talking about the Lord on these, it's talking about the atonement of Jesus Christ in here. And so remember, this is Abinadi speaking. And so, of course, he's speaking about Jesus Christ before he is going to be killed. So anyway, it is the whole chapter, but we are only doing this portion. Okay, and then for the page titles, 175 says 175 Abinadi's sermon. I want to add to that. Ooh. I want to add to that. So Abinadi's sermon says here, and then I want to talk about the atonement of Jesus Christ. The atonement of Jesus Christ. And these verses here, he is despised right here. These ones, it reminds me of the play that it's like a orchestra play. I don't know how to dramatized orchestra. I don't know, but it's called the Lamb of God. So I'm going to put a little Lamb of God in there because I know that is how I will remember it. Lamb of God by Rob Gardner. Anyways, okay, that is it for today. Until Mosiah chapter 15. Stay strong, warrior.